Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know my partner, Albert Cam. We're getting to the end here, buddy. We're almost summertime, although we know nobody puts their feet up anymore. That would not be allowed, but at the same time, we want to give kudos to West Branch.
State champs, 3-2 victory, Division II. Anytime you say state champs, it means you're the best. Warriors claim their first title in baseball in program history. Boston Molnex, how about how he scored his winning run, George? Yeah. A wild pitch. You're talking about, and this Baden team hadn't given up a single run in the postseason, and we're leading 2-0 going into the seventh inning. They're thinking,
yes,
this is ours.
It's done. We got it. Boy, it's not often. And then they score on a ground out. You would think you'd have that infield in.
And maybe they did. Maybe they couldn't get it out of their glove or something.
It happens.
Yep. But I know this, that West Branch is the champs. When George was going over this before the game, he mentioned that they played on Sunday.
Yeah.
Why? Hey, Ohio. Why you play a state champions game on Sunday? I have no idea what's happened in this world. You have 6 other days of the week you can play it on, and you play it on Sunday. Anthony Perry picked up the win for West Branch. He is not getting enough credit for this. They're looking at how they scored 3 runs and how they came back. He pitched a complete game. 2 earned runs on only 5 hits. Congratulations to Anthony Perry for being the winning pitcher in that game.
28-6.
Yeah, 28-6. That's what you do. You play 34 games, win 28. You have a chance to win a state championship. Because remember, it's not like basketball. We're the better team coming out of every game. Yeah. Baseball, you can face a good pitcher. And
a hot pitcher.
Yeah, you can lose 1-0.
You're seeing that in the NHL with a goalie.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get anything in on Florida.
Right.
I heard a guy say the other day, he said, Edmund didn't play poorly at all.
Oh, I watched him. I watched the whole game.
He said
Edmund outplayed him.
The guy's ridiculous.
Edmund outplayed him totally.
He said he had a good line. He said, they tell you you can score on them high. He goes, that's like telling somebody you can hit the curveball. He said, you have to do it.
You have to get it there, right.
Yeah.
Janita Bowers,
wow.
we talked to her many times.
Wow.
When she was at YSU, she broke records at YSU in the Rise, and I remember she was freshman of the year in 2020. Well, she located back to Ole Miss, and lo and behold, as the NCAA Outdoor Championships are going on, she wins the 4x1 national championship as the anchor on that team. Ran for Youngstown East.
I watched it.
That's what I'm saying.
I watched that.
You didn't realize it was her.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
No.
You wouldn't realize it was her. She had the record for the fastest indoor time at YSU in the 60 and the 200. Congratulations to a local girl that has made it big at Ole Miss. Austin Fitch, Sydney Watts is also making it big. We know how good she's been all year. She's the Gatorade Ohio State Softball Player of the Year. She led Austin Fitch to a state championship with a 23-1 record. What was unbelievable, George, is her stats. Sometimes I don't care about stats.
Yeah, 0.5 ERA.
0.5. That means she doesn't give any runs up. I'm telling you.
You want to run every 2 games. That's what that means.
Yeah, and she struck out 279 batters in 133 innings. Yeah. That's more than 2.
That means when she had 14, she had a bad day.
Yes.
No,
2.5 strikeouts a game. I know you don't go by halves.
No,
but it's amazing what she's done. Yeah, no question about it. So this time of year, we give the kudos to the state champs, the record holders, and the award winners. Congratulations.
That is quite a year.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some really good stuff going on. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's no wonder. And you know football.
King's right around the corner, George. No, we're in June.
No, it's coming. No, it's so stinking.
By the way, and George made a good point, too, before I go on. It might be June.
Yeah.
There are 5 sports going on at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
You can't. I feel bad for high school parents that have maybe 4 or 5 kids in their family.
You're on the wrong.
Because I'm living with it right now.
Yeah.
And my daughter is living with it. She's in Ohio while my other grandson's playing somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And you can't be everywhere.
And you can't not do it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Because football will say, why aren't you here?
Yeah.
Baseball will say, why aren't you here?
Football.
And basketball will say, why aren't you here?
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Yes.
They've made it to the point when they took away all the seasonal restrictions, especially Pennsylvania. Ohio still has a few, but you can get around them.
Right.
They get around them. The thing about it is, the problem is, you don't realize the stretch that, like, you're almost going to need another car, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. There's no chance.
You hate to say that.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
I remember all my buddies, my kid's not getting a car till he's, I said, oh, okay. About a year later, they're driving, they live so many miles from school, practice at 5 o'clock, guess what?
They're driving.
They're driving.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about MLB. Let's start with that. We always start with Cleveland and Pittsburgh, both of whom went 6-4 in the last 10. But,
We'll take 6-4. We'll take
rest
6
of the
and
way
4.
out, we'll take 6-4.
Yeah, we'll take
be
6 and 4.
collected if that would be nice. Saturday, Pittsburgh with what they call a bullpen game, which is fine. But don't you realize that the next day you're going to be short?
They say they're going to be short.
Talk about that.
Yeah, no. The 32, 33. How many teams in the major? I mix it up all the time. How many teams in Major League? They all say it. I mean, see, we're Pittsburgh and Cleveland fans around here, so we always complain about their bullpen. But it's national that somebody will write in the paper, we came up short in the bullpen today. Well, who says you came up short? You decided not to use them. You decided the night before that we're not going to pitch them.
Bednar cannot
10
pitch.
pitches.
No, you
No,
can't pitch.
he wasn't allowed to
We're gonna
pitch.
give the game to Minnesota by bringing that guy. He was so bad. I'm going to tell you because I happened to watch. He was so bad. He hit 3 guys. They were mad, but they knew he couldn't help it, so they didn't get too mad. That's how bad he was.
I looked today, see if they sent him back yet. I haven't seen they sent.
Well, he ought to be on his way to Indianapolis.
No, definitely. He should not. Heller should not
They
be there.
just brought a kid from Altoona to Indianapolis.
Yeah, I know, Ashcroft.
So he's
I know
getting
that.
closer.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we know what's going on. My problem, and this is up now, they've had 4 days off. I'm going to talk Pittsburgh here. They had 4 days off in the last 15. They had 3 off in the last 8. You're off Monday.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jeez.
No, we can complain to the.
We didn't say throw them 5 innings now. We're not that
We
dumb.
can complain to the cows come. They have made it. The nerds, I call them the nerds,
They are.
have made the decision that they call down and say, Coach, tomorrow these 3 are not pitching. Yeah. Why not? We watched the computer, watched the game. They threw 13 stress pitches. That's 2 more than you're allowed to throw.
You see, you're making my head hurt.
I know.
Stress pitch.
I know stress.
No, I'm going to tell you.
They call it stress
No,
pitches.
yesterday,
Leverage stress pitches.
I'll give you an example. Yesterday, Kentucky scores a winning run on a pass ball from second. Now, first of all, the pitcher's not hustling. He's not covering. Secondly, this guy made a point. He said, well, it wasn't on the little card. He said, they've made these guys, on the little card, this is when you do this. This is when you do that.
Did you ever see them do that?
Yes.
They check the
makes
card.
me sick.
They check the card for every pitch.
Makes me sick. And the catchers are wearing earpieces.
Oh, but also the catchers are taught framing so much. You sent me something.
Oh, did you see
They're
him miss
taught
that
in
ball?
framing so
You see him
much.
miss
They're
that
worried
ball.
about framing so much
Yeah.
that their thumb's down and they can't catch the ball.
Well, it's facing the wrong way.
Yes. Oh, it's amazing.
I looked at that and I'm
The nerds have taken over completely.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a baseball fanatic.
Yeah.
That's the one I watch. I can't stand it. It drives me crazy. But this kid
and
I
it's
threw.
everywhere.
No, it is everywhere.
Nobody's not doing it.
No, every single team's doing it every night before the game, saying he can't pitch tomorrow. He's not allowed to pitch tomorrow.
No, I understand if he's overworked, but the other 2 things we're questioning is 1 is circumstance, and 2 is the next day was dull. It was off.
I know it was. They off days a lot.
Now we have 100 games left. We're past the sample, right?
Yeah.
Would you say we're past the sample?
Oh, yes.
I don't know what you would call it, but we're there.
Yeah, the team's a team, unless you go out and pick 2 or 3 guys up, and that could change your team. But other than that,
no.
you know what their team has.
That could change a team.
Guardians
drastically.
are going to be good all year. You can see already.
Yeah.
They got a great bullpen, so the game's over after
If
5,
you-
6
if
innings.
you're behind them at the 7th,
Game's
you can
over.
just
Yeah.
go into the clubhouse.
So they're going to be there all year. They continue to get the hit, and then Ramirez got a chance to be the MVP. So you have you have that kind of team. Pirates are hitting just disgusting. I mean, it's just so discouraging. I told George they could win 5 in a row easily with their pitching.
They could lose 8
But they could lose 8 in a row if
said.
they're hitting.
Even the night, though, against the Dodgers, the night they lost, they scored 7. But the night they won, it went to the 9th inning.
They won
it
1-0.
could have lost.
Yeah.
A Judge hit a monster yesterday. Could he hit 7?
He's hot. He's hot. He's hot.
Is it possible
He's
he
got to
hit
have
20?
60 something. I know that. I
Oh,
don't think.
yeah.
I don't know. He
What
could
do
hit
you?
70.
What's Al think the record is?
Oh, I know.
61?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Not a question.
Hey, the Dodgers and Yankees played over the weekend. It's always special. Now, even though most people have passed away, that were alive when the Dodgers were in Brooklyn.
Right.
Could we pretty much say that?
Yeah, it was one of the greatest rivals in baseball. You're talking about the Yankees. They would meet Brooklyn all the time in the World Series, and that's way past. They moved out to L.A., but L.A. did have some good in the '60s.
Oh, yeah.
Some good games with the Yankees.
I was telling one of our buddies there that he didn't know this. I was telling him the Mets colors, blue and orange, are for the Dodgers and the Giants.
Together, huh?
Yeah, that's how they did that when they left. Okay, now NBA. The Celtics lead Dallas 2-0, and Holiday has been outstanding. He plays both ends of the floor.
Yeah, he's been the MVP. If it stopped right now, he'd be the MVP of the.
And he's still 7-1, by the way.
He'd be the MVP of
It's
the.
worth looking at.
That's one of the best lines I've heard.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's had two outstanding games offensively and defensively, and
Not afraid to guard Kyrie, is he?
So no, he guards them hard. And the other thing is, he shouldn't even be there. The Greek Freak spoke up and said, "We got to get a better player than him." So they went out and got.
Yeah.
The guy points to his thing.
Yeah. Dame time.
Dame.
Lillard.
Worked out pretty good for the Celtics.
Oh yeah.
They get Holiday.
They're not. They don't want a refund.
No.
No, I watched them. What I like is when a guy plays both ends.
Yeah.
Because Doncic's a
You're
toll
not talking
booth.
about Doncic, are you?
He's a toll booth. No, he's a toll booth.
No, he's
a toll booth.
He's so embarrassing defensively.
Yeah, he could do better.
He's so embarrassing.
And Kyrie, I mean, here he
Kyrie
is.
hasn't had a good series, 2 games at all.
Well, he's 8 for 30, and he hasn't made a 3.
I said he hasn't had a good
No,
series.
he has
at
to
all.
shoot better, right?
Yeah. Well, there's no chance for that if he doesn't. Zero chance.
No, I don't.
No, zero.
Well, you
chance.
said that coming in. You've been
Chance.
steady.
Yeah, zero.
You said he has to get
both
home.
of them had to play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have the ball all the time.
You would say the Mavs have to win Wednesday. If they go down
They're
3-0,
out.
then they're
out.
They're going to get
Yeah, they're
the
out.
gentleman's sweep or the real sweep.
Yeah, they're going to be out. The series is over. They don't win that one. That's for sure.
Guess what?
I don't even. I don't think there's anybody in America. that
Guess
could
what
think
I
that.
heard today coming in? I was
What?
a little shocked. Dallas is favored. I thought they'd get a point or two. They're
That's
favored.
twice you got me.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm listening to the radio. Guy says, I'm thinking, they must not have watched, the first 2 games.
Yeah, why I would call that one out is the 5th best player on the Celtics has been Tatum.
Yeah.
And if he plays it all,
Yeah.
how could they not be Dallas?
No, that's what he said. The guy on the way over, he was saying he was 18, 13, and 9, and they're acting like he stunk up the floor.
He did.
That's the kind of talent they have.
He did. He
How
was
about those
pathetic.
other guys? How about White?
He was 1
How
for
about that
7.
shot he blocked?
1 for 7 in the 4th period again.
Yeah.
He never plays good in the 4th period. Never saw a guy.
I watched
worse in the fourth
closely
period in my
last
life.
night. He got to the hoop. He has this. He's gonna. Listen. I'm telling him. Now he's making $60 million. I work for $1 an hour, but he's flipping that ball up. He's getting in the paint, getting all the
Flips
way
all
to
the
the
time.
rim, and he's
always
doing that
flips up.
underhand.
He makes
flip
90% of them,
nonsense.
that's why.
Well, he is at this series.
Yeah, so I said. He's been lousy.
No, he didn't play well at all. Not well.
Think about it.
at
They
all.
won 2 games with him.
That might be what they're looking at. Or they could look the other way. Kyrie can't play that badly. Like Doncic played himself last night. He had 31 and a triple-double, but he did miss a couple free throws.
And 8 turnovers.
And
Yeah, you can't turn the ball over 8 times. That's giving 16
But that's
points.
going
to
to
the
your
thing.
thing. He has the ball.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it coming over, but I got to say this on the show because George knows how I hate Doncic. But if Washington had the ball the whole time and Doncic stood in the quarter, that's all they do. How many points would Doncic score?
Yeah, he went with the ball.
That's what I'm saying to
Yeah, he
you.
wouldn't
They're
have
talking
the
about the other guys.
Yeah.
I'm saying, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The only time they get it is when Doncic gets double
When he
teamed with the
can't get rid of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So put Doncic in the corner and say, how many points did Doncic score?
Yeah.
He had 8. Well, I thought he was supposed to be the best player in the league. He is when he has the ball every second.
Yeah, he has the ball a lot.
No, not every second.
There's no
Not a
doubt
lot,
about it.
every second.
Well, Kyrie started taking it, see.
Well, that's what.
in the last
If he doesn't
series.
have it, then Kyrie will have it. A little
Yeah,
bit.
see, that's what's different. Kyrie doesn't want
Yeah.
it. He's 0 for 12 against the Celtics in his time at the Nets.
You said that was going to happen.
I didn't know it.
No. I mean, you said Kyrie was going to get called out. You
Yeah.
say he's got called out.
He's
He did.
getting called out for
Yeah,
sure now. Porzingis is a huge factor.
He really.
Although he said he's getting MRI'd or something again.
Yeah, he didn't play much. I mean, he didn't play. He played, but he plays good. But he was never. He was the first game. He was factor, George.
No.
Yeah, definitely was first.
No. He looked gassed to me for Sunday night.
He was.
I was talking to someone on the phone. I saw him with his hands in his hips.
He was.
Generally, and I thought to myself, he could
Probably
keep
hasn't
that
ran that much in a long
cardio
time.
up the best he can. With a leg injury, you can get on the bike,
Right.
you can get on the hand thing, but the bottom
playing
line,
basketball.
no, it's not playing basketball.
No.
We know that.
Yeah.
Now, the Danny Hurley rumors, from the time we made an outline and we came, he is staying. Now, this is what he turned down. He turned down 8 years, $70 million, to take 8 years, $50 million. And in your mind, it's all that gold monopoly money anyway.
Oh my God, I don't think he could.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what he could do.
With
Let's
20
give it to the great
Yeah,
grandkids.
that's all
Other
he
than that,
could do. No, he couldn't
there's
do
nothing
that.
you could do with $50 million.
No.
Yeah, but you want to be happy, and he would not a chance. He'd be out there one day.
Let's
and say,
talk about that.
He would say to his wife, "Why'd you let me
What
do
did you
this?"
do that? Why did you like Jeannie Buss? Because you know she put the full court press
Oh,
on the
my
old lady.
gosh.
No, let's talk about that, because you and I both believe in our heart, and so does one of your buddies who knows him real well. You can't coach him
There's not a chance to coach him.
in the
We're
world.
talking about LeBron.
No, Clutch Sports
There's not
runs
a
the
chance.
Lakers.
There's not a chance.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 100%. I'm not 99%.
No, you
He's
can't.
not getting coached.
What would happen
And
the
I
first
said it all
time he
along.
told him something?
He give him that look.
He's going.
He give him the look.
All right. We agree.
I'll
on
say
that.
it again. I said it on the show last week, I think. Lakers, let me make the decision for you. Go out and get 2 great assistant coaches, X and O's, and make LeBron the coach.
Be done with it.
Be really simple. I mean, I understand how hard.
Didn't-
How hard is that?
Didn't Red Auerbach do that?
Yeah, he did with Bill Russell, yes.
Russell. Now, you can't say much about it. And there's a huge, with a double H, line of coaches who went and failed. Cal, I mean, you just
Oh,
name
you're talking about college coaches?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pro.
And
Oh,
that doesn't
yes.
mean they're not. You know, I think they're going to get. You're going to laugh. This is off the wall now. This is off the wall further than you've ever been off the wall. Jay Wright.
You think he'll come back, coach? Then?
Yep. I really do.
Well, you only hear this from George.
Yeah, that's just me
That's,
now. I don't say I know anything.
that could be the only.
Wait
Because
till they sign him.
I don't think he has one iota
Yeah.
in him of.
$50 million will make you do a lot of
I
crazy
don't think he has
stuff.
a chance to do that. I think it's going to be Sam Cassell.
Oh, okay. There's that.
Remember Sam Cassell?
Oh, I love Sam Cassell. I liked him when he
That's what I think it's
played
gonna
for
be.
Houston. He played with Kenny. I just don't want him to get a guy with no experience.
Sam Cassell can handle LeBron. I mean, with regard
He'll
to-
punch the other ones. LeBron's too big to punch. UConn sweetened the deal, too. We knew that one.
That was for
Hey,
sure.
by the way, they were practicing today at 2. I mean, everyone's practicing like it's...
They got 20-some days to do that.
Yeah, I'll bet they count them too. Don't you agree? Now, here's the bigger question then. Whoever gets the Laker job, is drafting Bronny part of the
Yeah,
condition?
that's part of the deal. That's part of the
A
deal.
6'2" shooting guard that can't shoot.
That's part of the deal.
You're
Want
ser-
LeBron?
Oh boy, you're scaring me now. You're serious.
I know it's going to happen.
All right, let's talk NFL and Brazil. All right, now listen. Neither one of us claim to be that
Brazil,
smart.
you said. That's
Brazil,
what they're playing,
we,
first of
don't,
all.
we don't claim to be that smart, but here's what we do claim. Know a little bit about human nature. Number one, they can't wear green because it's a gang color. What 2 teams did they get? Packers and Eagles both wear green. Now,
So what are they going to do with the uniforms?
well, I don't know about the uniform. They have armed guards at the soccer games. The guys with real...
So they'll protect them on the field.
Yeah, they just don't leave the hotel. I heard my buddy said one time he was in New York or something, and he came out and he was going for a walk or something. The guy said, "Where are you going?" So, "Oh, I'm going for a walk." The guy said, "Don't do that." These guys are going to be...
Go the other way.
Yeah. So anyhow, let's talk about what's going on there. Number one, I think they have to travel in armored cars.
Oh, gee.
Now, I have a hump. Why are you going there? Now, you know they want to sell some
Armored
jerseys.
cars.
We get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, NFL will do anything.
It's,
They'll do anything.
You've said it.
They're going to
you know.
hit every avenue they
And then
can.
after that, they're going to hit somewhere else.
Yes.
Then they're going to go into these little pods where you go play 4 games at a time and you stay.
You see that coming too, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I won't be here,
Yes.
but that's what's going to happen. I agree with you. But now the OTAs are going. Mini camps are next. Before you know it, it's going to be July, and we've talked too. We'll talk 1,000 times more. They have turned the preseason into nothing more than looking at about 20 guys, 6 of whom will make the team.
Yeah, that's when you know you have sorry fanatic fans.
Yeah.
It happened last year with the Steelers.
Oh, they're going to be great.
You understand? They
They're
really
they're
thought
moving that ball.
because they were winning exhibition games.
My buddy's wife told me that. I said, I don't know how to tell you this, I said, but those guys will be driving Uber Eats in about 3 weeks.
Every one of them.
They were.
Yeah, so it means they meant nothing for 10 years, but now they really mean nothing because they won't dress.
No,
they don't even dress.
No,
the players
Andy Reid.
anymore.
You know who started that? Soup Boy. Soup Boy. Yeah, he started that, and then Andy Reid doesn't.
Yeah, they don't dress
anybody.
anybody. Yeah.
No.
Quarterbacks don't play at all.
No.
They're out.
What's coming next around the corner? 18 big ones, buddy.
Yeah.
18 games. That's what's coming.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of quarterbacks are up for extensions, and everybody's watching. It's kind of like a big merry-go-round. Then they shut the thing off, and you get off. That's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for who is going to get it. Is it going to be Tua? Is it going to be the kid at Philly? And we know Dak's up for another extension.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see who stops it.
No.
That's the part. I know everybody gives it, but I want to see somebody say, I'm not giving it to him.
30 million is plenty for him.
Yeah,
Right?
I want somebody to say that. I can't give you any more than that.
Hey, you know who's still out there?
Who's out there?
Receiver. Ayuk.
That's your boy.
That's my guy.
He wants $30 million.
Yeah,
Is
he
that what you
wants
said?
$30 million.
30.
Yeah. But like Al said, it's not if the guy at Minnesota got 27, then he'd be
happy with 27.
Yeah, it's an ego thing. It's
Yeah.
not. I mean, there's no one that can't live on $25 million.
Normally, I use the word greed a lot. They're just so greedy, it's unbelievable. This is not a greed thing.
Ego.
This is an ego thing.
got
That if George and I were doing a show and I found out George was getting $50 more than me,
Yes.
I'd say, wait a minute, what's going on here? But we know a guy like that, don't we?
Yeah, we do. But what did so and so get? You know, that's the question. What did so and so?
Yeah, that's what happened. That's an ego
Hey,
thing.
guess what? The Madden cover. Somehow it always spills. Joe Burrow is going to be on the cover. That's a rumor.
Okay, they always put an offensive guy in there, don't they?
Yeah, well, yeah.
So-
All right, NCAA baseball. I watched the game yesterday. First of all, they end up getting stuck in these regionals. Things happen like the home team batting first because of they must flip the last game. But here's what happened. It's 4 ACC, first 4 SEC. What happened to Arizona? There's no more. Their conference is gone.
It's gone conference.
Yeah.
It's a sad conference. It's a
How
sad
do you
conference.
think? What do you think of this? Are you surprised? Final 8 is 4 ACC.
No,
4
I think it
SEC?
had to be that way. I
Okay.
followed it all year.
Okay.
And see, the Big Ten can't match up.
Who's looking?
What?
If I said you have to pick someone, Tennessee,
No, I'd probably take Virginia.
Virginia.
That's what I'd take.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I
I'd
want to
take.
know.
Yeah. Yeah, when you look at it, 4 AC and 4 SEC, it's the weather. Do you understand? They don't have to go out their door. Those schools all go out 5 minutes and start recruiting. Georgia, Florida, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina. Big Ten
And
has
they're
great
playing-
campuses. Great, but they can play 20 games. These teams can play 60. I mean, it's just the weather's such a big thing in these things. No question about it.
They got to crack down on the celebrations, and I blame the coaches.
How about a kid threw a bat
Yeah,
and they went crazy, threw a coach out.
yeah, he did. He went on. He went off.
Went nuts.
I
He
saw
did.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
Run the bases and move on. What would be wrong? You know what I like? This is why I find certain guys. Bobby Witt Jr. Maybe because his dad played. I don't know. He had a homer the other night. 20 seconds he was around.
Yeah, I watched it, and he just ran like he normally people. See, that's what bothers me. They act like he did something special.
But he did what you're supposed to do.
That's all he did, George. That's all. I ran the bases like that every time I hit the ball. Not me. My whole team did.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Bobby Witt runs the base like he's supposed to.
But
They're saying-
isn't it sad he stands out?
That's what they said.
Yeah.
No, that's the sad part I'm talking about. If he ran in 5 seconds, like dead sprint, I'm talking about, and it
You
came
can't
across.
get around there much faster.
No, he just ran.
Yeah, but
he just
you
ran.
got to get around there.
He just ran like a
4
normal human
seconds
being.
between is
He ran
pretty
normal
good.
human being.
Unbelievable. And there was a catch in Clemson, Florida.
Boy, I love that.
That was Mazian.
No.
Is that a word?
I put it top 5.
Mazian?
College catches for sure. I put it top 5 ever.
That was
How he was playing really shallow.
And he turned twice.
Caught her over
Yeah,
his
but he
shoulder.
turned-
I know
he
he did.
turned to
oh
both
no,
shoulders.
It was amazing.
No.
Yeah, and they still
No.
lost.
No, they did. Well, they scored to go ahead in the top of the 13th.
And they came back with 2. I know.
And they came back
Yeah.
with 2. That double to left center went all the way to the gap.
Yep.
Now, in our miscellaneous section, we have to talk a little bit about Caitlin Clark. Now, they owe her nothing. This is the Olympics. Now, if you want to tell me you're trying to grow the game, Q rating, that's completely different. on merit, she's not one of the 12 best.
Yeah,
right now,
not even a
not close.
question. I don't
No.
put her in the top 20. So
No.
there's not even a thought they had to do it that way. You take your 12 best players.
Now, let me ask you, does whomever's running it have any responsibility at all to grow the game?
No, that's not the Olympics job.
We don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's WNBA job.
Okay.
It's WNBA's
Okay,
job.
that's what I wanted to
Yeah,
know.
Olympics, they got one reason: to represent their country.
And you know what the
And
record
win the-
is?
and win the
9
gold.
bazillion and 3.
I don't think they'll lose this time.
No, they look like they have pretty good girls.
Yeah.
All right. She would have brought eyeballs. That's the only
Yeah,
thing we could
should
say.
have done that.
The other night they sold out a 20,000 seat gym. It's amazing. Now, Taurasi made it, and this is like her 9,000th Olympics. She's about shot, but right now she's still a better player.
Not better.
Yeah, way
Thousands
better.
times better.
Yeah.
Have you ever, girls, have you ever watched Taurasi and Clark play?
Yeah.
It's like watching
Oh, no.
LeBron and Taurasi's one of the 3 best
and
players
the other
ever.
girl, Stewie.
Yeah. Yeah,
Stewie
Stewie's
can
great
play
too.
some
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Hey, Scheffler won again in Ohio. I was telling someone the other
No
day.
way.
I always look at these odds, and I said, well, he's, ridiculous.
4 to 1, yeah, I know.
And I'm like, I'm getting to the point now
He's worth
where
the take.
I'm trying to take someone at 20, but they're never winning. Maybe we ought to take the sure 4.
There's never a sure thing.
But he's pretty
But
close.
but he's been playing great. He really is.
Goodness.
He's playing outstanding.
Right now, the Hokies 1-0 Florida with game 2 Monday night. What are you seeing?
Well, I told you already, Edmonds and I played him all over the place, but it's hard. It's hard when the goalie's that hot. I mean, he's making save after save. If he continues that, Florida wins. If not, Edmonton will beat him. They're definitely faster. All over the.
How do you
ice.
see game 2?
I just told you that's what's going to. I can't.
But
do
no,
that.
I mean,
Yep.
not the whole series, just game 2.
I'm talking about game 2.
What do you
I'm
think?
talking about every game. Edmonton has the faster team, but it doesn't make any difference. But if Bob Brewski, whatever you say his
He's
name,
ridiculous.
keeps doing
Bobrovsky,
what he
whatever.
does.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really, he's hitting
Yeah.
everything. I mean, they're not getting a thing.
and Skinner's not near the goaltender he
Now, how
is.
about this? They haven't had a Canadian champ in 21 years. Most people don't know that.
It's only 21. That's all it is.
93,
Okay,
Montreal. No,
well, that's 31.
yeah, 30. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, 30.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oklahoma on the 4-peat. How special? Where do you put that?
It's a dynasty. That's what it is. You don't use that word too often. They won this year, bringing Oklahoma State's pitcher into
Because
Oklahoma.
theirs went somewhere.
Yeah, so they went to Oklahoma State.
Okay, that's what we do.
Yeah, so that's today's world. They always hit home runs. They play hard together. They just have the best players. That's the bottom line is. They recruit. I like to see the NIL money that the Oklahoma girls get. I like to know that.
Playing for free. Did you happen to see the picture of Texas's parking lot the other day with Lamborghinis? You had to see it.
No Cavaliers in there.
Just a sec. No, there were no AMC Tysers in that whole plane. The Tyson fight with Jake Paul is on, but
He'll be 60 by the time he fights him.
59 for sure. They have great whiskers. We do know that. I still don't want to punching me though. I do know that for sure. Now, last thing we want to talk
They are
about.
making a little money in that fight. It has to be.
Oh, you're gonna Netflix. You get it for free.
But they'd have to be. They must.
Huge. They have 90 million.
That's what I'm saying. They have to.
They're going to kill it.
Okay.
Belmont last week, they ran it at Saratoga. Shorter distance, too. 36 I had Dollar Horse one. You gave it out on the radio. I had third. If by luck you listed the show, we did give enough horses under. It was possible, but you did have a $36 winner.
Yeah, that was a nice odds
And who
winner.
owned that horse? Jason Worth, the former
I saw him.
Philly.
Do you understand what I want to tell him?
Get a haircut. I know what you're going to say. Hey,
My dad was no, in the middle of the night.
He would have snipped.
He would have snapped
That
it.
is-
He would have cut it. Worth would wake up in the morning and say, "Hey, Dad, what happened to my hair?"
I look like. Hey, thanks again for watching. Bottom Line Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.